Oh my
here we go.
goodness, y'all. Character select.
Okay,
Character
so
select.
this is one of the big things that I wanted to work on after we launched the game. One of the babies that I really wanted to push, and it's because I worked on character balance. I want players to understand there's a fair fighting chance no matter what character you play as. And one of the big things I wanted to push was for our character select to represent team viability, not just one strong. Don't just pick your strongest character, but pick characters for your team viability. So there's a lot that's changed. I will try to walk you through every single thing as best as possible, and I'll be watching the forums and I'll be helping to answer questions. So let's just jump into it.
Grant is here for you.
Yeah, let's
worries.
Let's just jump into it. Let's just
shipping one Grant in every box.
I think we have. Okay, so yeah, we have the default character select. Now we group the characters by role. So now we have the defenders, we have the assassins, and we have the supports. So that this helps players identify which characters do they want to play as. You can now back out of character picks. This is huge for me. If you pick a character and you notice that your team didn't pick a healer, yell at your team first, but then go back and pick a healer for your team. You can now back out of your pick. And finally, you can see what the enemy team picks. Now, this has pros and cons, of course, but now, if you wanted to play a melee assassin like El Dragon, and you see that they have a Marquis or an Arendi or an Alani, and you're like, this is a prime game for an El Dragon, you can do so. So, now there's some kind of viability for characters to counter other characters. So
this is what it looks
here's
like.
the general layout for a default character select.
This doesn't have live data in it, so you see you're missing some player names and stuff.
Yeah. So my team will always be on the left side. All 5 players will be represented on the left. The little computer screen icon you see will be replaced by your title icon that we saw. If you are a VIP or running a double XP boost, you'll see your animated icon on the left side. The enemy team will be represented on the right side, and so you'll see what they pick. Now that blue trapezoid that you see next to that icon, that's where the character picks will show up. So when we kind of run through it later on, you'll see that when a character is selected, they will appear in those kind of blue trapezoids on each side. And as you can see in the middle, we have our character grid. Our character grid, we have assassins at the top, we have our defenders in the middle, and we have our supports at the bottom.
Cool.
We have a lot of characters. It fills out the whole grid, so you can have your pick options there. At the bottom, below the character grid, you'll see 4 sub-tabs. The first one represents your character that you picked. That's your Battleborn. The second one is your gear loadout. And you can tab through these, clicking with the mouse or pushing the shoulder buttons on any of the respective controllers to go to the next tab, even without picking your character. So if you are waiting for, let's say, the character grid or the character select to finish while your team's picking, what other team's picking, you can go through your loadouts, you can check them out, you can pick one, and then you can look at your team composition. You can say, oh crap, no one picked a healer. Let me go change my loadout and let me go switch my character to go pick a healer. And then once you pick a character, you can go in and you can browse through the taunts and skins on the last 2 tabs. So we've tried to clean it up, we try to make it a lot more organized, and we try to present as much information as we can to the player.
Look at that support row. That's really awesome.
Huh. Doesn't that look good?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.